Hello children, as we have already studied, that is the adaptations in animals, and that chapter was taught to you by your Piali Miss. I hope you all have understood it very well. So today we will begin with a new lesson. Firstly, you had studied about animals. Today you will study about the plants. Thank you. So children, let us start with the new lesson, that is lesson number 5, adaptations in plants. Now let us recall what is adaptation. Adaptation is the process of developing special features to be able to survive in the given surroundings. As you have already studied, the animals, they adapt according to their surroundings by special features. Similar, what is the meaning of a habitat? The natural home of a plant or an animal where they live is known as habitat. So, the hotness, the coldness, the soil and rainfall vary from place to place, and to overcome the extreme conditions, the plants have to adapt themselves to the natural surroundings. Now, look at these two pictures. That is, the first one is Venus flytrap and the second one is your pitcher plant. These plants are known as your insectivorous plants. So, what is the meaning of insectivorous plants? The plants that capture, kill and digest insects. So once when the insect enters the pitcher, the lid closes. The digestive juices inside the pitcher digest the insect. So these type of plants are known as your insectivorous plants. So next comes your non-green plants. As you can see it in the screen over there, two pictures are there, coral root and Indian pipe. Now what do you mean by non-green plant? So the plant that lacks chlorophyll in them is known as non-green plant. Now what is this chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green color pigment that is present in the leaves and helps in preparing food. So this preparing food in the leaf, or you can say especially the green parts of the plant, you can say it works like your kitchen, and the process is known as your photosynthesis also. Next, different types of adaptations are there. The first one is your terrestrial adaptation, you can say, or you can say terrestrial plants, and the second one is your aquatic plants. As you can see it on the screen, terrestrial plant means the plants which are grown on land, and the aquatic plants means the plants that you find it in the water. So we'll study first with the terrestrial plants. They are again divided into 4. That is, the first one is your deserts, the second one is your hills, the third one is your marshes, and the fourth one is your plains. Now these plains are again divided, or you can say they are of 3 types. The first one is your forest, the second one is your grasslands, and the third one is your coastal regions. So we'll be discussing it one by one. What are the features like your deserts? So what do you mean by desert? It's a dry and sandy area. Usually you find sand. So the plants which are found over here, the leaves are reduced to spines. That means the spines are nothing but your thorns which you see, and have thick stem. The second one is the stems are fleshy and have chlorophyll for the process of photosynthesis. Usually from the very lower classes you have studied that photosynthesis or the preparation of food, it is in your leaves, but here in the deserts, the stems prepare the food. The third point is roots go deep inside. Inside where? Inside the soil to absorb water. The example is your cactus plant. You must have seen the cactus plant and the spines, or you can say the thorns on it. So the next comes your hills. So whenever it's very hot, people go to hills. Why? Because it is cold over there. Why it is cold? Because the temperature is low. So what are the features of the plants which are found over there? They are tall trees to receive sunlight. The second point is cone-shaped trees to get rid of the snow. Now, the pine plant, the picture you can see it in your screen, and the fir plant. So these you can see it as in the picture, the leaves, they are pointed. So if the snow falls on them, it just rolls down the leaves. Next comes your marshes. What is the meaning of marshes? That is your wet land areas. So here you will find the breathing roots that are present in these types of plants, or you can say the plants which are found in marshes. It is known as your pneumatophores. The second one is roots carry out photosynthesis over here. Earlier you have studied leaves used to prepare food, the stems used to prepare food, but the trees which are found in the marshy land, here the roots, they carry out photosynthesis. So you can see the picture. The best example of the plant found in this area is your mangrove. Then the next comes your plains, which will be discussed in the next class. Again, the plain has got three divisions as I have told you earlier, and the second one will be your aquatic plants. Thank you.